Hello everyone, welcome to Sharmit. In this session, we are going to talk about another very important and basic element of HTML form, which is text area. Now, those who have watched the previous session, they know that we have already discussed one session related to text area, where we discussed like how we can create a text area, what are the use of text area, right? So this session is in the continuation of the same, where we are going to talk about few more attribute that we can utilize with text area in order to set some specific things like length, rows and column. Okay, so we are going to talk about all these attributes, and we are going to proceed in the same manner. Like, I'll show you the code first, we will write the code from scratch, then we will verify the output and also understand the requirement and the use case of this text area. Okay, but before we start the session, I would like to recommend you to please go and check out the previously released session first, because these all sessions are in proper sequence and sync. So if you follow them sequentially, then it would be very easy for you to understand the ongoing topic, because as I mentioned, they are connected with each other. For example, if today we are talking about rows, column and max length related to text area, then prior to this we have already discussed what is text area, why do we need text area, and how we can utilize text area. Okay, so yeah, I think now we are good to start the session, and there is one assignment for all of you. So here you can see I have noted down one question. The question is straightforward, like why do we use text area in HTML forms? If you know the answer, then please do share your knowledge in the comment section so that others can take reference from it. But in case if you don't know the answer, then it's completely fine. You can watch one of our previous session where you will find the answer of this question in the session itself. Okay, but those who are consistently sharing their knowledge in the comment section will be spotlighted in one of our session for sure in the upcoming series. Okay, so that's why I'm saying that if you know the answer, please do share the answer. If you don't know, no problem, you can watch it, you can practice it, and then after that you can share your answer in the comment section. Okay, so yeah, now I think we are good to start with the session. So here you can see, first of all, I have just noted down one basic heading with h1. So heading is HTML by Sharmit, and we have added this simple code. Now if I show you the output of this code, you will see it is coming like this: HTML by Sharmit. Now next, what we are going to do, we are going to create one form, because everything we are learning in terms of form. So let's create form. Here I will write form. In form we do need one button, so let's add one button here. Name would be submit itself, and we will set the name type of this button, which is submit. Fine, so we have edit button. Now why do we need button? To submit the data and to transfer to one specific page. So to transfer or to navigate a specific web page, what we will do, we will specify the action here. So let's specify the action, and here we will write TS-PGM10, which is nothing but one of my previously created program. So if I save it and show my code, it is coming like this. So if I click on submit button, it will take to this TS-PGM10, and at the moment we are not providing any data, so it is showing nothing here. Okay, fine. So let's create the one thing which we want to add here and learn here, which is text area. But before that, let's add one heading. So I'll write here h2, and here we can write normal text area. So firstly we will see the normal text area, and then we will create the text area with those attributes. So here I will write text area, and inside this we will assign the name, for example notes, and just save it. So what this text area will do, it will provide a way to user through which user can put any data which he want to submit as a maybe we can add placeholder as well. If you want, you can add placeholder, which we discussed in last session. So here I can put please enter your notes. Okay, let's save here Okay, fine. So now user can save any loads. For example, if I want to go line 1 data and something like this. Okay, so if I click on submit, it will submit the data. Now here one thing is, if I want to drag it, I can drag it. Okay, but one more very important thing. For example, now we are going to talk about the requirement. For example, if you want to create a text area but with a specific rows and column, for example, on a website you want to show this type of text area, or maybe you want to show this type of text area. So how we can do this? So to achieve this, what we will do, we will apply a few attribute to the text area. Okay, so now we are going to see that example where we will apply a attribute to text area that we can use in order to show a specific rows and column text area. So let's add heading first. So here I will write text area with specific rows and calls. Calls means column, because the attribute is also calls, that's why I'm writing like this, at text area with specific rows and calls. Now we will add text area here. So this is my text area, and now I am going to write the name of this text area, which is again notes, and then we will apply those attributes, which is rows. Let's say I want to set the rows as 10, and then columns. So here in columns I want to set for example 40. Now you can save this and refresh your browser. So now you can see here on the screen, we can see a text area with 10 rows and 40 columns, and this is exactly what we were looking for. Now my question is, can we extend this text area? Yes, you can. By default it will came with 10 and 40, but if you want to extend it further, yes, you can extend. If you want to make it shorter, yes, you can make it shorter. Okay, so there is no foundation so far to this text area, but by default it will came with a 10 and 20 10 rows and 20 columns. Okay, fine. Now the next requirement is, this is fine, like we have set this thing, but I want to make it very sure that user can I just want user to insert only 100 character, not more than 100 characters. So in that situation, what we can do? So for this situation, what we can do, we can simply add one limitation to the text area. Let's see how we can do that. So for that I will add another heading here, and heading would be text area with max length. Okay, fine. So let's add the text area. So here I will write text area, then we will assign one name to it. Name would be notes. Then we will set the rows. Yeah, we can set this rows and columns as well, or if you don't want to set, it's completely fine, you can directly set max length. Okay, so I want to set 100. So let's save this code and refresh it. So now when I try to write something here, it will allow only for 100 characters. Let's see, I will write some random characters here. So after this point, it is not allowing me. Let me expand this to show you the things. After this, when I try to write something, it is not allowing me. Why? Because we have set the maximum length of 100 characters, and after 100 characters, it is not allowing me to write anything. To show you in a proper manner, let's make it as 10 and save this code and refresh it. So now let's verify if it is taking only 10 or more than 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and for 10 I am using 0. So you can see after 0 it is not taking anything, neither the character nor the numbers. Okay, that means the maximum limit is used to validate or to restrict user to write only a specific character to their text area. Okay, so I think now we are good with all these three examples, and these are very important example, because in project when you are going to create a registration form and you are going to take input as a text area, then in that case you will be needing this text area attribute for sure. which we just discussed, like rows and columns and max length. Okay, so yeah, that's all for today, and now I request you to please do share your knowledge for this question and put the answer in the comment section, because the answer is straightforward and we don't need a complete answer or long answer. Okay, you can just write us pointers, that's enough. Okay, you can just share your knowledge in a pointer manner, and that would be enough for others as well to take the reference. So yeah, that's all for today. In the next session we will discuss few more things. So thank you for watching Tech Sharmit.